I will call to order the Wednesday, March 26th, 2025 Conservation Commission meeting at 6 p.m. In attendance, Anthony Zampacini, Elizabeth Stoughton, and Megan Logan, sorry. First order of business is approval of the minutes from the 3/12/2025 meeting. Did everybody have a chance to read them?
Yes.
Any questions or additions or? I will entertain a motion. Accept the minutes.
Want me to make the
Yes,
motion?
please.
Accept the minutes for, I can't even see. Who's got good eyes? No glasses.
Motion
Yes.
Make the mo-
accept the minutes for the March 2025 Conservation Commission meeting.
Second.
Second,
All those in favor?
I,
Perfect. First up is request for determination of applicability, RDA 2025-01. Request for determination of applicability at 15 Happy Acres Lane, Assessors Parcel ID 54-6-8A, for where the area and activities depicted on plans are subject to the Wetlands Protection Act and its regulations. Applicant Vladimir Kulinok. That, right? 3 Jeffrey Lane, East Long Meadow, Mass. 01028. All right, this is 8. Is that 15? Do we have anything for that?
Yep. Yeah, we have a whole, that should be it right there.
Oh, this one says 8 though.
I think you put the lot in the application.
Oh,
Eight,
okay,
yeah.
got it. Okay, perfect. Sweet.
The lot's out of the buffer.
We'll walk out of the buffer zone. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right here. Totally outside the buffer. Okay. Go. I can't make that.
So it's a recommended -1. That's the area described in the request is not an area subject to jurisdiction.
Okay. Megan, do you want to make the motion to approve the RDA number -1 determination?
Yes.
Awesome.
Motion to approve with -1.
The RDA 2025-01
RDA 2025-01
with a -1 determination.
with a -1 determination.
the blind lead me blind. Second,
All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
Motion passes. We have to sign anything for that?
Yep.
We'll sign if you want, and you can get your copy and before you leave if you want.
I won't have that ready today.
Oh, not today. Okay. Then you're all set. He'll mail you a copy. Thank you. All right. Sweet. Next is RDA 2025-02. Request for determination of applicability at 199 Denslow Road, Assessors Parcel ID 10-12-2. Whether the area and activities depicted are subject to the Wetlands Protection Act and or local bylaw, and whether the boundaries of resource areas depicted are accurately delineated. Applicant Live Oak Crossing LLC, 118 Brookhaven Drive, East Long Meadow, Mass. 01028. Okay. That is this one, right?
The next one, yeah.
Yeah. This one. Oh. How are you, sir?
Good. And I'm the property owner.
Hey.
I was expecting Ryan from Lebec to be here.
Oh, we just saw him at a site visit too, so.
Okay, so, if you have any questions, hello.
yeah, down.
Look at that. So is this where the building is gonna be where the? Sorry. It's right here, is this? Where is the building?
Yeah,
Right here, right?
this is the building envelope.
Okay,
Yeah, so
gotcha.
So
Okay.
it stays within
Within there, okay.
This is what we're showing is the limit of work line
Yep, okay.
here.
That's the easement for the pipeline.
It is, so
Yep.
we can't do anything.
Any
back
work in
here.
there,
That's
yep.
Tennessee Gas Pipeline as
Okay.
it is. All of the disturbance, the limit of work line would be outside of the 100-foot zone.
What's the entrance? Just curious. Off
Yeah.
of Denslow?
Yeah, we'll be up at that.
Okay.
No one's there now, right?
No.
No,
Not
there's
right now,
no
right.
tree. There's nothing
Yeah.
there
Okay.
now. It's pretty open, flat, gravel. This is pretty accurate on the tree line.
Tree line.
You know, the trees are probably, 20 feet high,
Okay.
4-6 diameter.
Got it.
So that building envelope, that's what you're clearing. You're gonna
The
clear,
building envelope is
Yeah.
is for clearing. All of the limit of work is outside the 100-foot buffer zone.
Exactly, where is this one?
it's when you go to the end of Benton.
Yeah.
Or he's in the Denzel, take a right heading towards Long Meadow.
Yep,
It's immediately there on your left.
okay.
This
There's
is
an entrance to the solar field.
Oh,
Just
This is actually Long Meadow.
right.
This is East Long Meadow. This is where the fields, they built the field.
Okay.
Gotcha, okay, yep,
So
okay.
it's right next to that.
Twin Hills.
Our
across
line's
the
here,
street.
Yep,
our
okay.
line's here, and then this is the solar array.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
why does it took this long to develop that?
I bought it about a year and a half ago.
Really?
2 years ago.
Good property.
They never had it for sale, but
Oh, really?
the owner was always
Oh,
looking
wow.
to do something, but never,
What is it? Somebody that bought it from Whetstone?
I'm not sure.
There's not too much developable land down
Oh,
It's a beautiful piece.
there. Yeah, it really is. Flat as a pancake.
there we go. Here
No
you go.
close neighbors or quiet neighbors for certain.
So you know where it is now, right?
Oh,
Good.
yes.
Yeah,
Once you mention solar.
the better pictures.
Nice flat lot.
It is. There's pictures in here. if you like.
Yeah, I know the piece.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Comments?
I don't know, all the work's outside the there's the buffers on, flat as a pancake. It's dry, maybe a little wet behind it, but are you putting silt fence up or?
Yeah.
Some sort of. Looks good to me.
You guys want to approve this one?
Is it -2 or?
Conversation with Rob about this one, and if I remember correctly, he said, so the wetlands in the back, they're off your property, right?
Correct.
And so he just did an aerial delineation, which is fine. But I would advise a positive 2B for that because it just says that we didn't verify those delineations to be completely correct. And then you just issue a -3 saying that the work is not in a jurisdictional area.
We'll say they're gonna -3, but +2 on the,
Positive.
because of undetermined.
Yeah, because they didn't go out and actually flag the wetland. It's just from aerial footage.
That's not gonna restrict anything on
That's not gonna
affecting.
restrict anything at all.
All right, so +2 and a -3,
Positive 2B
Positive.
+2B.
and a negative.
Negative predetermination, yes.
So
I can't make the motion.
I'll make a motion to have a +2B and a -3 determination
Okay.
for RDA 2025-02.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
Problem. Next is enforcement order 2025-1. Stream alteration at 633-759 Summers Road. This is the,
This is the town property,
Yeah, that's the sheep farmer.
Okay, you know.
right?
which we just drove by there and, there's two more huge piles of like dirt and gravel and trash
In the same area?
and on top of where he filled it in.
Oh, nice. Did he
Yeah.
not get the memo?
But we sent a follow-up and then I attached the certified mail proof of that he even picked it up.
Okay.
So our stance is we want him to go onto the property and clean up what he's done.
You had to remove the hard pipe and fill the stream. And well, anything else that's occurred since. So the enforcement order has already was issued a while back. And he's not met any of the deadlines. So I did look into our ticketing process if we want to do that.
Deadline that we had set, we pushed him back last time.
I gotta open the file. Yeah, we pushed it back. He had, it was 2 meetings ago that it was due to
Yeah, and
name a consultant, so he pushed it back to now.
until the 20th.
To just name a consultant. I haven't heard from him. But I have the whole original order here, let me see.
Adopted a ticketing program. I'm not aware of one, but I haven't been here.
Yeah, it's the same one we used for,
Reporter.
Yeah.
What is it? Just after X deadline, it's so much a day.
$300 a day.
well, we don't have to do, so we can, like, you can issue whatever you want. So if you want to issue $300 now and then not issue anything else until our next meeting bonded, it doesn't have to be
Right.
$300 every day.
So you don't think it's weird that we're giving an enforcement order on property he doesn't own?
No, because it's the right of way in front of his property. It's 100 feet of right of way and it's filled in a stream. And so the only other option would be for the town to pay to fix it.
Wait a minute, so it's a town-owned property, but he has a right of way through it?
So it's his property, like his farm there, and then the right of way. Like, so there's the road and then there's like a town owned right of way buffer, like on every road. And it's 100 feet and so he's encroached within that and filled the stream and apparently now there's litter, which I didn't see, but
Yeah, that's new too.
so it's town owned in the sense that it's the right of way from the road,
Oh, it's his property, but the town has a right.
the right of way, yeah.
His name, it's
So it's a set,
property. It's
Right,
town
after,
property.
right, after we talked to the town
It is a town-
attorneys though, they recommended that we go this.
here, I'm sure.
No, I mean, yeah, I know the town from the center line of any road, they own
Yeah,
X
so they
feet
own X
depending
feet
on.
back and so the stream is here and it's within that right of way. So
Yeah,
that's where the stream is.
Yeah, because he filled in where the stream is.
I know. Put a pipe there, right?
A pipe.
Little
Yeah,
small
yeah.
one.
And so the town attorney said that to go this route.
Tom said to go this route. And it's a similar practice in other towns. Yeah.
It's the same, they checked with other towns too.
All right. Yeah, it's new to me. You could give an enforcement order on. Well, it's to the person, but
Yes,
the,
person.
I don't know.
There's no way that it was anybody else.
It just seems crazy to me. Why the town just doesn't go in there and mop that up, make it right, and then just send them a bill.
We don't even have the budget for that. Tom made that pretty clear.
Maybe we should just find him to get his attention and have him come in front of us.
Right, yeah. That's all up to you.
What do you think?
We've sent him,
We could send him a letter.
we sent him the original enforcement order and then we sent him the follow-up until 1 o'clock on the 26th.
or you'll be fined.
Fine.
Well, that's what it says in here
That's the cover. I mean, I reattached the whole enforcement order.
by the 26th.
Oh,
He hasn't even come before us though.
No, but he
Showed up.
have the certified mail to show that he picked everything up. So he's seen it.
Have you had any interaction with him?
Nope, never met him.
so let's fine them.
I mean, I think we could do find him once and see if that gets his attention.
I have
Just reattach everything.
yeah, I can attach it with the fine, sure. I have it here. Violation.
So we're finding him the person, I mean, because relative to a property he doesn't own.
It's the right of way in front of it on his property.
Yeah, but it's, to be clear, it's town owned. Town physically owns it,
Right.
right?
But he's responsible for repairing the damage that he did.
Because it's in the town right away in front of his property.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so. If you were to like tear up your sidewalk plowing it
Yeah.
on town
You have to
property,
fix it.
you have to fix it. All right, I can relate to that. Try to fix a few sidewalks today.
So are we good with just sending one fine to try to
Well,
get his attention and just, not every day, but just
Yeah, I mean,
one time and see if we can,
either that or we assign a fine or a number of days that we feel will compensate us or the town for the damage control. Because I mean, if he's not gonna do it and we're gonna fine him, I say we at least recoup the value of the cleanup and the make right.
yeah, I don't know how much it's gonna cost because he's dumped more stuff on it.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you
Right.
guys-
I don't know, and I mean, it's a massive area that he filled in. It's not just a small little thing. I mean, it's a good, 8 feet wide?
Yeah, it's a road.
He made a road.
A road
Yeah,
across it.
across it. It's huge.
and he's just continuing.
Look, he's continuing to dump on top of it. I mean, that's what I
Dump
saw when I
Oh,
just
he's
drove.
dumping, what's he dumping on top?
It looks
Dirt?
like more dirt and like trash, like feed bags. When we just drove by from another site visit, saw big piles.
What are you guys thinking? You wanna find him and start down that trail?
Catch his attention.
Yeah, for sure.
Start, see,
Send him one if you want.
yeah, we can send him one and I would wait until. What did it say?
26.
Oh, okay, well, all right, then we're good. So okay, so you can send it,
Right. So I could,
have it ready. Yeah,
you would just sign
yep, that's,
a couple places,
okay,
fill in the number,
okay.
can do that.
Need to vote on that or?
Sign
Do we need to vote on it or are we okay?
Yeah, we'll vote on just to be
Okay.
safe. So.
Signed.
Okay.
So what are you looking for? Do you wanna find him a day?
Just,
Or-
I think they were saying just once, but we can do every day. That's an option.
Give me, well, you can also state in the letter, if it's not cleaned within 2 weeks, you'll be fined.
So I signed this, though. I'm the enforcement officer, right? This is the offender.
Yeah,
It's not-
so you'll just sign there and I can fill in his address and all that.
And sign here too. Or just there is fine.
I think just there.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
all right, cool.
Then we have one more, here's the other RDA for La Plante.
Oh, gotcha. I have another pen. There's 2 pages. Next is the enforcement order 2025-02 resource area alteration assessors parcel ID 6-128 A-F. Is this
The road again.
the road again? Okay.
He attached that business entity summary this time, which has the name on it.
Okay. And we can't get a hold of them?
I have no other means of getting a hold of him.
Into the second page. Can you get a hold of them? Because there's no mail receptacle.
No,
Any. And the address is.
do I know how to get a hold of them? It's tasty.
Do you know him
No,
personally?
Yeah,
personally.
So
we're not, like, we were just trying to figure out what
I'm
he's
trying to figure out what they're doing. So they basically cleared.
I know where their office is. That was the tobacco. My first job was a tobacco office.
Yeah, on Chestnut Street. There's considered a roadway. Through a piece of property
On Chestnut?
on Chestnut. That's what this is about. And the homeowner next to the piece of property complained, said, what's going on? We went to look at it. It looks like there's wetlands in there.
There's a piece of property in Chestnut.
So if you turn onto Chestnut off of, what's the name of it?
Shaker,
Shaker. No,
No. Not off Dwight,
Prospect,
like,
off Dwight. Turn onto Chestnut off Dwight,
On the left, yeah.
on the left, right? There's what?
Oh, that
two
road.
houses, and then there's like an empty lot.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
it goes down a hill and then
Yes,
halfway in the
I
back.
saw it.
Yeah, so we need to know what they're doing.
He owns that property now?
I guess so. That's according to this. It's owned by Brown Meadow LLC.
No, I thought that was down there and existing. Long time ago.
Because they just cleared the road and they cut trees.
Yeah, it's wet down there.
Yeah, so we just need them to come before us. We can figure what's going on. There's
So
somebody next to them can find. But we can't get a hold of them.
call Hasty Fence. Or no, call GMH Fence. That's Glenn M. Hasty.
Oh, called.
Yeah.
That's the fence company. Glenn M. Hasty.
Okay. Can we send it to his attention at GMH, you think?
Get it for certain.
he's down.
Can we do that, Alex? Send it to him at
yeah,
GMH? Yep.
Deerfoot Park,
Yeah, but that's not the.
45 Deer Park, that's where his office is.
yeah, there was no mail receptacle there, so I sent it to his house.
Yeah, I don't know where he lives.
Yeah, we just didn't hear back.
I mean, yeah, send it to GMH, see if we can get it in that way. And then. First order 2025-04 dumping into the brook at 406 to 436 North Main. Oh, okay, so this is behind Heritage Plaza, Stop and Shop Plaza. Over on the dollar store side behind the building. First of all, their trash is absolutely disgusting.
It's always been nasty back there.
But someone's dumping back there next to their,
Like, it's going in.
actual dumping.
Actually,
It goes way down and
yeah, and it's actually flowing in.
Yeah, but it's not even just overflow trash, it's like somebody's actually dumping. We have pictures of it.
they've always been.
It's awful. And what.
It's not a homeless person
No, it's
No.
definitely, it's all associated to what's in the bins.
Yeah,
and they're, instead of having a dumpster company take it away, they're throwing it.
I think when they're overflowing, they're throwing it in there. Yeah. It's like, I mean, there's a couple of like tires and stuff in there, but
there's like dog
But it-
beds and it's nasty. Yeah, you
Oh.
see pictures. It's gross.
Lister going through those dumpsters.
You wanna know what? It's been, I've gone back there a few times over the years and it's always just
Look at the
been,
pictures, Tony.
Yeah.
There's.
you wanna know what? That's just character on, like. I think the trash is overflowing and over the years it just flows back there.
But yeah, there's like piles.
Oh,
It's gross.
Such a nice little spot
are
back.
there any cameras set up behind Stop and Shop building? Did you notice? Anybody?
I didn't look to see if
Who owns the
maybe
plaza?
there,
Cameras?
I don't know. It's a shell corporation that owns the plaza
Oh,
out of New York City.
out of New York City.
well, I'm gonna tell you, an avenue we could take is because we know where the trash is coming from. And you just go after every one of those businesses in there.
That
Who's the closest?
You're gonna get.
this
you're
is
gonna get
the
some attention.
property owner, because that's,
It's dollar store and then who's right next to them?
oh, yeah, I don't know which.
It's like there's like four that are right there that would be these dumpsters.
Well, this is,
If we go after a business like versus the property owner, I would have to, at least I would personally have to check with DEP. I'm not positive on how that's,
but it's the businesses that are bringing
Yeah.
this trash that's going down there.
yeah,
It's been years of it.
I know.
I mean, this is similar but different to the one we just had where we're making somebody clean up
Yeah,
a mess they made on someone else's land. Like, is that land theirs or is it, that town property?
It's theirs.
It's
The
theirs.
property line, yeah, it goes.
If you're facing it, is Dollar Tree to the left or the right?
so it's
Behind it.
Dollar.
Behind it.
So you-
Stop.
there's like.
Right, but if you're facing Stop and Shop and Petco and Panera's to your right.
Oh, Dollar Tree's to the left.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
go
back
all the way
there.
to the left and you go around and there's like a road that goes behind the whole plaza. And it's on that left-hand side one.
So it's
Just go by
H&R.
the shop either way,
Yeah.
left or right.
H&R Block, Ichiban, Pure Bar, Orange Theory.
Yeah, all of those on the left-hand side.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's to the left.
So
of
it's their
the-
dumpster.
Yep, it's all their dumpsters. Yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of gross.
Yeah, so you'll find out, Alex, if we can go after them as,
I can find out if we can go after the individual businesses. I know we can go after the property owner and then it just trickles down because then the property owner is gonna, take care of the businesses in there, the tenants. But I don't know about going after tenants.
and you can, there's no way to get a hold of this SO Heritage Park.
Well, I have an address. In theory, yeah.
I mean, can we send an enforcement order to this address, but then also concurrently look into, can we go after the tenants as well? If we
I
don't hear
wouldn't-
back from them?
I
or
would
no?
go after the owner of the
No.
building and the property.
I would wait to figure out if we can go after the tenant.
Okay,
But I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not possible, but I've never done it that way.
no, that makes sense.
I doubt it only because I work in a plaza like, kind of like that. And we take our trash out, we put them in the dumpsters and the plaza is responsible for like trash removal.
Yeah.
So I don't know what company they're using, but if somebody came up to
Trash in the back,
Also, the common.
coming from, if you remember, it was coming from their parking lot.
These have their own
Each one of
dumpster.
these would have their own
Oh,
dumpsters.
okay.
Yeah,
So they're-
and they're
right.
labeled on the dumpster.
Oh, got it.
What
Yeah.
belongs to.
Okay, okay.
That's a small plaza. On a big plaza like that, everybody's gonna have their trash.
We might be able to go after them because all the dumpsters are labeled for the businesses. They have specific dumpsters.
Can you,
I would have to, I would have to double check.
trash came from who?
I mean, no, but it would just
Well,
be whoever's
I'm sure you
back
could
there.
track some of that fat, you know, like if it's,
The dog beds are from
Chinese food.
Petco. Right, right.
uh.
Yeah.
It'd be a good thing to have a volunteer day for a cleanup.
Yeah, let's find out. And see.
I can find out if it,
Okay.
after individual tenants.
That works. And then just our Summers Road, discussion. Or site visit discussion. Honestly, we need to know what they want to do. And I know that they want to, they want to make all these improvements, but I don't know that they can within the rules.
What are you talking about?
Site visit. There's
Or
that,
garden.
there's a pond
Oh,
and there's
Oh.
like a vernal pool and.
Okay.
So they want to dredge it, grass. I don't think,
They want to make it look pretty.
I don't think they.
there's a vernal pond there?
Yeah.
Was it? So it's a registered vernal pool?
I don't know
Yeah,
yet.
it was part of the hope for the enforcement because they
So
cut into it.
it's probably just an old farm irrigation pond.
Was at one time.
To it, yeah,
Now it,
Now it's not.
to a waterway now.
a scantic. Or a brook that feeds into it.
I think they worked the feet into it, yeah.
Oh, so there's a little intermittent brook that they cut a irrigation pond in. So it goes through and then goes into Scantic. And what do? They tore it up.
That was it
Way
last
back.
year?
That was
Last-
last,
We did, and we had
They were
to,
in here, they're cooperating, right?
yeah, they're, I think we just know exactly we gotta look at our bylaw. What does our bylaw allow and not allow? 'Cause I think
and then the ag exemption is the other thing because I don't think they get an ag exemption unless they're
we're working.
registered with the state.
Not now.
So,
And
but they keep talking about it and so
does that one meet the criteria for a little bylaw?
for our bylaw,
Yeah, that it's got a little.
I believe it ends up with 100-foot buffer
Yeah,
from our bylaw.
the bylaw is more strict than the.
So it violates both our bylaw and.
Yep.
What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking return it back to its original state. They're talking about planting grass. They want to scrape the inside of the
You want to put stones
embankment.
in it.
They want to
Talking
clean
about
it
a water
out.
feature.
There's plastic in there floating.
They want to take a backhoe and dredge it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be allowed, I don't think, because of the
They want
bylaw.
to put a sprinkler system in. No.
Oh, yeah, they mentioned a sprinkler system too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fountain.
Yeah.
No. I would
Oh, so it's just gonna be like a nice little pond in the front of the property.
that's what he,
They
Right.
want it to be, but I don't think our bylaw allows it.
There was so much that they threw out. I don't know what it allows. I really would have
To
to
go back and read the bylaw again to make sure like what it allows and what it doesn't
Yeah, the
allow,
bylaws
but
are real,
it's
It was written by an attorney.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's a little bit cryptic.
a little cryptic.
you
Just a
gotta
little
be
bit.
able to read legalese.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we need them to give us an actual
Plan.
plan and a request of what do they actually want to do? Because that's the thing is they keep throwing out these different ideas and they keep asking like, well, we can't deliberate on site. That's not allowed. It's not a public meeting. But we don't have anything in writing of what they actually want to do.
So as far as like dredging it, they want to make a nice little pond, put a fountain in it. I'll tell you what happened over at Bay Path. Similar, identical thing, little irrigation pond cut in by a farmer 100 years ago. And so there was a high water table over there. And they came before us because they wanted to do some, I don't remember what they wanted to do, but Craig was the chairman at the time and he basically gave them permission to like fill it in a couple feet. And I knew what he did. He basically eliminated the wetland because I know where the water table was. And so if you go over that, it's a dry pond.
Really?
It's just a divot in the earth.
Oh.
So I'm going to tell you straight, like eventually that little divot, it's filling up slowly but surely with silt over time. And it's basically, eventually it's just going to be the stream that cuts through there.
Right, because they filled it.
So we got to ask ourselves, I mean, because it is under our bylaw.
Yep.
Do we want it to be, be a situation where it eventually fills in and then becomes not under our bylaw, or do we? Maybe you said there's
No,
trash in
no.
there and there.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want them to be able to clean it out.
Well,
That's true. I mean, that's.
there's light.
They're gonna have to go in there by hand and clean
But
it
there
out or
are,
with
I
machinery.
think hand clean it though, because there's animals living in there.
It's life in that water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, any pond, within 100 feet of any pond, that's our bylaw.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
Doesn't matter if it's a farm pond or.
want to call it a farm pond, it's 100 feet from any pond.
Okay.
That's why they're going to call it a farm pond instead of a pool.
Do you want them to clean it or do you want a professional?
That's what you,
That's up
That's up
to
to
us.
but you,
Yeah.
I want to see a professional team up there. Because you said it is
There are.
a vernal
ponds in
pool.
there.
It is registered.
but if it's not registered.
Weeds in it and
It's
everything.
not registered. It's labeled
all right.
as a potential vernal pool.
Very well established. It's been.
Has
there
anyone
for a while.
Gone up there? Is there any
So you
endangered?
can go in there by
species
hand and
living in
clean out
there?
all the trash.
That's how you certify it. Well, part of it is you go in and you collect certain species from inside the vernal pool.
I thought that was done.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
cattails and reeds, I think they look kind of pretty.
I like them.
Yeah,
I-
just pick up
And
whatever
when
on there.
it's,
It's
when
floating
that
on the
green,
water.
when the green starts to come in, it's actually really pretty. I mean.
I think that bank was.
Once they get the trash out, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. But they want to go in there and like scrape the bank, make it kid safe. You can't do that.
Did they present something in writing?
No.
No,
Oh, they just came in.
They
and
just keep
threw that out
coming and
there?
asking
Yeah.
these questions, but we have nothing in writing from them. We've been asking for in writing for what?
since July.
Since
Mhm.
July of last year, we've been asking in writing for their plan.
Oh, so just jerking us around?
Yeah, they
Basically,
just want,
Just recording thing,
I know.
they
but it
can't.
is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. See, I told
But
you,
no, yes, we've been asking since last July for something in writing. What's their plan?
you gotta keep your mouth.
So what do you guys want to do to get them
I mean, they
motivated?
have to come before us again, but we need something in writing. And then we can address all of the bylaws and everything else once we're presented with,
Or we just have a plan of what we want them to
or we
do.
could do that too, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I agreed, Tom, at the site visit, I agreed to send him like, because they're asking about native species, so I was just gonna send him a link to a site I used for native species, like make sure you get the right version. So I was gonna send him that. I can also be like, can you send us exactly what you want to do? So that way we know like how to prepare in advance. So they're not asking, coming in and asking a lot of questions because it went, I mean,
Last time they were here, though, all they did was like,
yeah, they just wanted to restore the area.
it was just a conversation and they just wanted to say they wanted to restore it. Well, what does it mean to restore it? Like, what are you thinking of restoring? Like what we consider restoring, what they're considering restoring is not the same.
Can we
Like
specify
they're-
having a professional restoration team go in there?
That's, yeah,
That's what I'd
can.
like to see.
We can to protect the wildlife, sure.
Right,
Ryan Nelson was right there. So they have Levesque doing something.
Yeah.
So we're more than capable of putting something together.
let them do it all.
I would agree with making that
Yeah.
a necessity. Like, don't trust,
Professional has to do.
yeah,
that.
this isn't like a cleanup day where you
You
can,
don't want to see no green.
Well, no, I know, because then he mentioned like, oh, we're having an Earth Day thing and maybe we can get volunteers to help clean it up. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
no, you can't. Yeah, they don't know what
It's
they're,
not in, not
Yeah, they-
underwater.
blast around it.
like, if you want to pick up trash that's on the, like,
Right.
surrounding property, sure, but not in the water. It's-
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a professional team to come in,
Okay.
restoration team.
but really, what is a professional team gonna do?
Well, they should, are restoring that wetland area?
Yeah, but how are they gonna go about it? That's gonna define them as professionally clean up a wetland. Going in there by hand with boots on, mucking it out?
Possibly.
Probably.
yeah.
Doesn't sound like,
There's not really, I mean,
requires a real professional.
I think what we're worried about is that they're gonna go in and they're gonna go with the tractor
Right, and just,
and they're
And
gonna
ruin
do
it.
what they want and it's gonna
Right.
ruin it.
But just ask them to you can ask them to file a proper restoration plan through a consultant like the one they had on site. And then
And that has
the
rules.
onus is on them of how, I mean, they have to follow the plan, right?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, that's just an option, but
yeah, I mean, I think that having them have a plan by professionals.
Yeah.
Prudent and right.
right.
I don't know that,
I mean, I think that's fine and maybe,
who's,
You want me to then,
maybe
who
like
was the
several,
consultant? Who was
you
the
know-
consultant?
Levesque.
Levesque would know who to get,
Levesque has a team.
huh?
Levesque has a wetland specialist. So that was Ryan that was there. So
and
Have
maybe
him-
it's just during the process of restoration and cleanup, there has to be
Yeah.
X number of site visits.
Yep.
they could,
It's
yeah.
being
Yeah.
done properly. I mean, we can put that in there.
So you want me to like, maybe when I send this site to them, do you want me to just like kind of summarize this in an email and be like, have a plan, send it in advance. We can you guys can
That's-
look it over and then we can schedule it.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We want something that's, if Levesque is their consultant, we want Levesque to put the plan together of how it's going to be.
Right. But do you want them to come in maybe before they do that? Because they seem to have a lot of ideas.
Yes, and that's,
absolutely.
Maybe like once they actually have their opinion of what they want to do on paper, like as far as a list of ideas, maybe they come back and talk to you. And then you guys can come
Do
do,
we want to preempt that though a little bit
Well,
with like
you
saying,
tell them what
hey,
we want.
please be aware
Yeah.
that the bylaw
Yeah.
will limit what you can and can't do. And the bylaw is this is what we're already going to require based on our bylaw.
right?
Just give them that preemptive, like, hey, we're gonna require that this be done by hand per the bylaw.
Right.
that specialist who works for Levesque, he would know.
Yeah, he would know
That 100-foot area circling that and wherever it
how to
goes down
restore.
to.
it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, but I would
like
mention that,
restore.
I would mention that the bylaw states X and that's what we're gonna be following,
Right.
just so they know up front,
And then
right? Just so they're,
Hmm.
they can have they can still have ideas of what they want to do, but just so they know like, hey, this is what you're gonna come up against is this bylaw.
I'll send you a draft before I send anything. So that way it's like, make sure it's really in your words and
I mean, we don't want green grass going right to
Mm-mm.
the edge.
Mm-mm.
That means more isn't going to go near it.
No, you can't.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's gotta be
You can't
100-foot.
you can't have
completely.
grass.
it's not a well-established root system for the bank.
Of course, there's already grass growing there now. I can see they seed it.
We have discretion as far as how much we want them to not touch around that pond.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, general rules, it was 50 feet, now it's 25, it seems.
I thought it was 100.
We have 100, our bylaws.
Feet, we could make it 100.
Yeah, we don't have
We
to.
don't
For
have
years,
to.
it was 50 and then it became 25. Not to recite
It
history,
is your discretion, yeah.
yeah. So something to think about how much around that pond you guys wanna
Okay.
have go back to natural.
I'd like to see 100, the max.
That 100, that's 200 feet, that's a big chunk over there. And I mean, they're gonna not develop that whole front.
No, it's not on top of the,
No, it's in the back. It's not up front. It's in the back.
It's in the back.
Yeah, back to the right. If
Yeah,
you
so-
go up there, you'll see two buildings that were already set.
I think I have an overlay.
The one further south. Back.
Ponds back. The
Summer.
driveway. Summers. They have a building.
Here's
What do they wanna do? Make lawn around it?
yeah, all the way up to the
Plant
bank.
apple
Oh, they wanna
trees
make it
here.
look
They're gonna plant
beautiful.
pumpkins somewhere else.
And then this is what they have now. It's like an existing conditions plan. So there's the pond and then they had a silt fence around it.
Yeah.
And the Scantics right here.
I don't know if that's.
Somewhere back, yeah, somewhere there, yeah. Yep.
That's what we got. Yeah.
How big is this pond?
I do not know off the top of my head how big.
Ryan was thinking it was a 50 by 50, but he didn't have an exact measurement on the plan, so they'd have to measure it out. I think it's like around that 50 by 50.
Well, we have the discretion to do 100 feet, like you said, Tony, if they're unqualified.
Well,
I
how many
mean,
feet- how many feet do you want to
For
see,
that property.
Liz? Alex,
Hmm?
how many feet do you want to see?
That's not up to me. I can't.
Liz?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I mean, I'm okay with the 25 to 50, I think.
I think 25 is too small.
You think it's too small?
It also depends. You guys can always hear out what they actually want to do.
Yeah, that's true too, and then decide from there. I mean,
If the more.
Megan, what do you
Well, it
think?
sounds like they want to dredge. It sounds like they want to make it a pond again and have grass
What do you
right
think?
into it.
which we don't
Right.
want.
I
We
think
don't want
25 feet is just
I think 25 feet is not enough.
Not
it's
enough.
not
Okay.
enough.
So 50 is probably
So you want about 50.
probably
Yeah.
about 50.
I think the lowest I'd go is 75. and that's. But then again, I just hate to see areas like
No,
that. just get-
I know, Tony, I know.
Yeah. And it doesn't, I mean, like you all said, they need to come up with a plan. They're just bouncing
Like,
ideas around right now.
Like they're gonna be planting an acre worth of pumpkins. Well, okay, where's that acre of pumpkins going?
Right.
Where
Oh,
are,
yeah.
he said that there's apple trees coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, but where do the apple trees end? And like, if we could see all of that, like on a plan, I think we would have a better idea of what we're looking for with the pond. We need to know exactly what is their plan for that whole parcel? Because that also changes too. So if they're planting an acre of pumpkins, they're gonna have to water them and everything else. Is there a plan is there gonna be runoff?
Well, that
Is the runoff gonna go into the pond?
kind of comes down to ag exemptions too, which again, they don't
Once it's
necessarily have yet, but
have that yet, right?
I'd have to talk to Mark about that one.
I'm not sure how that all works.
How far are they gonna go back? Are they gonna
I,
go back?
yeah, I don't know.
beyond?
It
That's
sounded like they were going all the way back, but I mean,
right, but I don't know, like I'd love to just see the whole thing on a,
They own
On a
that's a big piece of property.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they buy that whole thing, the
Yeah.
parts in Connecticut too.
Did they,
I don't know
I
if
don't
that one was-
I don't-
think
so.
the Connecticut piece or not, I'm not sure.
What is it total? 60 acres?
That was like 140 or. It was.
Originally?
Big piece, yeah.
Maybe it was 60 and.
60 and
Massachusetts.
60 and math sounds
Yeah, I
right.
think
Yeah.
so.
Because it was about 50-50 or 60-40. So that,
That would make sense.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
60 acres for relevance or Maple Shade and Birchland, that's 30 acres. All that land.
Yeah.
So it's a big piece.
Where does it go though? Oh, it's all
It
behind,
goes
right?
all the way down and
All the
back.
way
to the
back.
right.
Doesn't it? It
Right,
goes to
okay.
Hampton.
You can't even.
It goes to the Hampton line.
No, because they said they,
Huh?
like the houses that were along
Yeah,
that
my-
street that's perpendicular to
Yeah.
Commerce. It looked,
Yeah, it probably does.
you know, one of them said 60 acres and I'm like, there's a house, someone's backyard.
So I think if you
Goes
walk
like
to where
this,
those,
doesn't it?
that tree line is, where the
It's like a-
bushes were.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it
backwards
goes
to
right
the
like that
it's
and then
back
down.
there.
Okay.
It's behind. It's an odd shape.
It's a dog.
That is the low
Yeah.
point. Yes.
Right.
My worst enemy.
Just like, seems like it goes in.
Dogleg left is my worst enemy, actually.
Right.
Yeah, dog leg right is my friend.
My friend, yeah, yeah. Comes right off the tee and goes,
Right. I can slice it with that.
A good place to start.
Okay. Yeah, I'll draft something and send it to you before I send it off.
That sounds good. Anything else we have? Planning
Agenda,
department,
no update.
no update. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we approved it.
Oh.
It's completely outside the buffer zone, completely. 100% outside the buffer zone.
A lot of lots are over there. And not a lot, but
Make a motion to close the meeting at 6:45.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Wonderful.